Question everything. For the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, when you think about diseases and sicknesses and illnesses, that's a serious situation when it comes to many folks, into the millions of people, if not billions, are dealing with all different types of sicknesses and diseases and illnesses on a regular day-to-day basis. And that's just the reality to it. And the sad thing is, it's big business. It's big profit. What's the difference between a doctor and a healer? What's the difference between a doctor, a healer, and a witch doctor? Don't know. But I do know one thing. It's big business when it comes to dealing with diseases, illnesses, and sicknesses. Definitely that. And how do you feel about it? Many of us lose loved ones because of food-related illnesses, outbreak illnesses, and different types of sicknesses on a day-to-day basis from germs and other related circumstances. But what if you can cure all diseases? Would that be a reality? Would that be of interest to you as a person that is sick and going through illnesses? Well, these are some of the things we need to think about, especially when it comes to diseases and illnesses. Excuse me. So with that, dealing with cures is kind of, because think about it. If sicknesses and illnesses and diseases are worth buku money, then why would I want to cure something? Well, take for instance Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi came and he fought the Supreme Court. He came out, and actually beat them, saying he cured all diseases. That's actually what happened. He beat the Supreme Court in that he's cured all diseases. But how do you cure all diseases and try to help the people if it's the people being sick is worth money? Well, this is where we stand. Well, think about it also. If medicine is synthetic and you go to, to different places to get the medicine, don't really want to say the names where you go because, community guidelines and all this other stuff, freedom of speech and all that's free. But just think about it. If you're getting synthetic medicine, which is medicine that are made in laboratories and stuff in order for you to be able to use, and they come from natural products, and it can suppress what you're going through and remove what you're going through for some time, and it can come back. All these things is suggestions that something been watered down in order to suppress it instead of removing it and curing it completely. When you just think about it for a minute. You mean to tell me our scientists in laboratories can come up with medicine that can suppress the illness but can't cure it? That don't make sense. How could you suppress it but not cure it? How could you give me something that can attack the illness that I'm going through and beat it back to where you no longer can detect it but can't cure it? Something ain't right with that, wouldn't you think? That doesn't make any sense. But these are some of the things that they got us thinking, and under that witchcraft word of believing, that this is what the reality is. But in all retrospect, there have been many people that come through this programming world of today's time and actually had cures. And somehow they be off the planet and the cure vanishes and nowhere to be found again. Go figure. I wonder why is that? I wonder who feels threatened by cures of diseases, illnesses, and sicknesses. Who do you think be threatened by it? And if that's true, how do you trust the people that actually says that they're here to help you in the sense of sickness, illnesses, and diseases if they never really want a cure for you? It's almost like going to the drug dealer outside and say you want meth, but the dude down the street got the cure for meth. But all the meth dealers is all everywhere, and he got the cure. And word get out that he's blowing up with the cure. people start flocking to him, and he's getting buku money off of the cure, and everybody's leaving and talking about it and saying how they got cured, and it was one over here on Fifth Avenue, man. I came up, man. The dude got the cure, man. I feel great. He done changed my life, man. I'm back to myself. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. I'm on it. What do you think the guys that are selling the meth is thinking about the guy that got the cure for meth? What do you think they're thinking? Exactly. And with that stated, how long do you think before the guy with the cure to meth is going to be around? Exactly. Before you be unheard, yeah, such and such just on Fifth Avenue disappeared and nobody heard of the cure anymore. Somehow the cure is just gone. It vanished. He disappeared. No one knows what happened to him. Do you think that's a possibility? And if so, then you already know what has really been going down and what's really going on. So for Dr. Sebi to have went to the actual highest court, the Supreme Court, and fought in court that he cures all diseases and walked out here as the truth that he cures all diseases, then he vanishes. All the herbs and natural medicines that he was using in order to help the people get watered down, get moved around, get put into different pockets of people all over selling them. And before you know it, it's all this confusion over what he was doing, and nobody can really bring the true formula back together again on how he was actually doing it 100%, because, you know, the cure disturbs money. And when the cure disturbs money, that cure must go. And that's the reality to it. So when you think about all this different hospitality and all these different people that's supposed to help with curing or making it better for you to coexist with diseases, illnesses, and sicknesses, you can understand why there's no cure and why there's only suppressants and synthetic medicines that suppress what your illnesses are going through. But hey, this is all hypothetically, because at the end of the day, we have communities that are watching, and they also have guidelines. So you only can say so much, because zip it. You might just say too much. And in that, for anything and everything that has a brain that is asleep, you just might wake up. And we all know waking up and being woke can definitely be a cult from what mainstream media says. But you and I, we understand that being woke and waking up just means you're rising up in the morning and stretching your arms and going, grand rising, for I am back in the body as a spirit having a human experience, and I'm willing to research and study for myself. So with that, always look to find the cure, because you never know where it might just be. Good day, for I just don't know. And I just don't understand. For that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.